So today I'm going to try and figure out how to get this running. So it starts and everything. Oh, help if you put the choke on. But when you try to use the throttle on it, it just dies. So, no idea. So we can figure this out together. It's not a how-to or anything, because I don't know how to do it, but we'll just work it out as we go along. So I think the best thing to do is, I'm probably going to have to turn it around and face it the other way. First things first, we want to get the fuel out of it. But the fuel should be clean because I actually it was fresh fuel when I put it in, and it worked twice before I did it, and then all of a sudden it just died on me. Where's my little bottles? I'll put it back into here because I know the fuel's all right. It's literally I filled it up and it just wouldn't work. All right, can we do this without pouring it all over me? All right, I was happy to put that back in there because I know the fuel was fresh and there was nothing wrong with it. Because, like I said, I'd already done two full tanks of it before anything went wrong. So, again, like I said, I don't actually know what I'm doing. So maybe it is something to do with the fuel. Who knows? Right, I think take that off so we can see what we're doing. I don't know, maybe it could be something to do with that. That's really like oily. I don't know if that should be oily. It's really, really oily. Yeah, I don't know. I would think that's probably some kind of filter of some kind. Well, it is obviously a filter, but air filter maybe? But it doesn't. If I wasn't recording on my phone, I'd be Googling it. Right. So, obviously oily because then we're going to get all off, but it's a lot better. Right, 2 screws there, we're going to take those off. Oh, maybe not. Oh, geez, maybe not. Yeah, I have to get those off though, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to see anything behind there, am I? Okay, there you go. Got it going. So there's just like 2 screws here, one here and one here. I can take that off so I can see what's going on behind the back of it. Okay. Wasn't expecting them to be that long. I thought it was just going to be the cover, but that was holding everything on there. Okay. Okay, so that goes down, that goes up. So that goes down, that one comes it back into here. And everything's moving freely through there. Alright, what's that? Oh, that's the throttle. Alright, so yeah, that pulls that. Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything in there. That's the choke. That doesn't move that side, does that matter? Oh, that wasn't connected to anything, was it? Do you know, that looks quite mucky. Right, I'm going to take this top off and see what's inside. The good thing about videoing it is I can watch my video back and see how I put everything together, because chances are I'm going to forget. That one on the inside there, didn't it? Okay. I can't see how that can be anything in there because it's so small. Where's that little flathead screwdriver I had earlier? Oh shit. Okay, so that's like a... Okay, I don't think there's any issues in there. Everything looks fine, so we'll put that back together before we cause an issue. Like I say, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing here. No, not a Scooby-Doo. So, like I say, I can't see any problems really with that. I don't know. That's all pumping through, so that's pumped out now. So that's definitely, fuel is definitely going through it. So there's definitely fuel going through there. Okay, so I'm going to put that back together and hope I haven't completely ruined it. Another thing I read online was it could be something to do with the exhaust. I don't even know how I can get to that. Let's try. Oh, I really hope I can figure this out. Alright, I can't for the life of me work out how to take this cover off. Oh, there's a thing there, but then there's that. Oh, Jesus, this is going to be a nightmare for me to put it back together. Yeah, no, that's still not going to come off. I need to... Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. That's well beyond my expertise. I'm just going to end up breaking it. I'm hoping it was just that filter. I'm guessing it's some kind of air filter. And because it's so clogged with oil, that it will actually... I'll put it back together now and everything will just work. So that's what I'm going to go with. And if it was that straightforward, I've just spent bloody however long trying to... Yeah, even in there, look, it's soaking wet with fuel and stuff. So I'm going to hazard a guess that it was getting choked up. So it must be leaking from somewhere. Yeah, it feels actually a lot better now. I'm going to put this whole thing back together because repairing this is well beyond my expertise. If it doesn't work, I'll have to take it to somebody and get it done. And we'll see, because you never know. Sometimes just messing around with things fixes them. You don't know what you're doing. Maybe there's like a screw loose or there's something that's just not quite right, and then but you messing around with it unknowingly, you put it back together. Put it back in the correct way, you know? Okay, that'll be enough now. We'll just make sure it's enough to get going, you know? And I know my bloody petrol can is filthy, but with the birds it's impossible to keep anything clean. Right, let's try again and see if cleaning that filter has made a difference. Choke on. No, but I've completely messed this up because...
I think that would off my finger.
Yeah, but I've completely messed up because...
It's just plastic.
Yeah, no, but it's nylon. Right. There's something really messed up on there now. So the fuel's going through okay. Right, let's take that cover off. So that must have been attached to something. That must have been attached to something. What was that attached to? Ah, okay, I see. Okay, I'm going to have to turn the video off and go back and see what that was attached to. So I just looked back there on the video. So that was attached, but it looks like the second one in here. So I'm going to have to put that back together there. So it looked like it in the video, it looked like it was in there, just like that. Oh, there you are. Well, if that's the case, that's straightforward. So let's have a look here now, put this back together. I thought it was a bit strange that the cable was just like hanging there and not doing anything. It seemed a bit odd that that's how it would be, but there you go. Okay, so it's on there now. Just wraps around there. It could actually probably go to the last one, but let's see how this works now. If anybody knows if it makes a difference if I put it on the last one there, or you can let me know. I don't think it does really make a difference though. Right, let's try it. Choke's on, power's on. Absolutely spot on. So there we go. So that's what we learned with that. Is the oil filter, or not the oil filter, the air filter is all clogged up, and it's not drawing enough air into the carburetor, causing it to choke out. So problem solved. Now we can go and cut the grass and get that a little bit tidier anyway. So thank you very much there.